Bonjour. Today we're going to talk about la France et ses régions et départements. So we're going to talk about France and its regions and departments, which is how the country itself is broken down. So much like we have 50 states, France has 22 regions. It has 22 regions, and here they're all listed. So we have Bretagne, Basse-Normandie, Haute-Normandie, Nord-Pas-de-Calais, Picardie, Île-de-France, this is where Paris is, Centre, Pays de la Loire, Poitou-Charentes, Limousin, Aquitaine, Midi-Pyrénées, Languedoc-Roussillon, Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur, Auvergne, Rhône-Alpes, Bourgogne, Franche-Comté, Champagne-Ardenne, Lorraine, Alsace, and La Corse. La Corse is an island just off the coast of France. So here we have our 22 different regions, and you can kind of think of these like states, but they're called regions or régions. I'll also add that each region is a little bit different. Just like each state kind of has its own character, it has its own special thing going on. It's very true for France, even though France itself is only about the size of Texas, even a little bit smaller, I believe. Each one of these regions has something very special about it. Each region in France is further broken down into what's called départements. In total, on the France mainland, there are 96 departments. It's quite a lot. You can kind of think of departments like counties within each state. So I'm just going to focus on a few that I know. I'm not going to read through all 96 of them. But if you look over here, okay, this light yellow color, there are 4 departments. This is the region of Poitou-Charentes. And within Poitou-Charentes, there are 4 departments. We have 17, Charente-Maritime, 16, Charente, 79, Deux-Sèvres, and 86, Vienne. And I picked this one because this is where I lived, Vienne. I lived in the department of Vienne, and I actually lived in the regional capital of Poitiers. So each region also has a capital, and the capital of Poitou-Charentes was Poitiers. This little bit to the left here, there are 4 departments, or excuse me, yes, 4 departments just right where this little tiny little one is, because that's right where Paris is, because it's so densely populated. It's broken up into very, very small departments. So that's what you see here. So you have Paris, Hauts-de-Seine, Val-de-Marne, and Seine-Saint-Denis. And then you have a few other that are around that, where that little one in parentheses is. Now, the president of France, his name is François Hollande. François Hollande. He's been the president for a few years now. He has proposed, as a way of saving money, and I'm not an economist, I don't know how it all works, but in order to save money, he has proposed to combine some of the regions so that they're going to go from 22 to I think 14 regions. So over here we have 22, and it's going to go down to 14. So you can see that some of them have been combined. So if you look at these 3 regions, Poitou-Charentes, Limousin, and Centre, President Hollande has suggested that they all become one region. Let's see here. Basse Normandie and Haute Normandie, he has proposed to become one region. He has also discussed joining Picardy and Champagne-Ardenne into a single region, Lorraine and Alsace, Franche-Comté and Bourgogne, and Auvergne and Rhône-Alpes. And then Midi-Pyrénées and Languedoc-Roussillon have also been proposed to become a single region. This hasn't been put through as of right now. The map that's on the left here with the 22 regions, this is how France is currently split up. This is what's being proposed, however. So in the next few years, this is what we might be seeing. Now, in talking about the country of France, you might hear les dom-tom being referred to. Les dom-tom, this is a shortened way of saying different areas throughout the world, overseas territories and departments of France. So the abbreviation comes from département, Outre-mer. Département Outre-mer. Departments overseas. Département d'Outre-mer. And then the tom were territoire. D'Outre-mer. So territories overseas. These two words, les dom-tom, have actually become a little bit outdated. They've changed a little bit. So let me show you what they actually look like now. They're currently actually called les drom-com. What they're called has changed. So instead of them being département outre-mer, they're actually département. That part hasn't changed. Département and région d'outre-mer. Okay, so departments and regions overseas. So these places I'm going to introduce to you in a moment, these actually also count as regions, and there are 5 more. So I said that France has 22 regions. I actually lied a little bit. Counting the overseas regions, there's actually 27. And les tomes, what were les tomes, have changed to collectivités d'outre-mer. Okay, collectivité d'outre-mer. And again, the reason why I told you about les dom-tom, even though the words have changed, is that dom-tom is still used regularly when referring to these overseas departments, regions, and collectivities, even if they've changed the words to drom-com. And here they are. The ones with the yellow arrow pointing to them, those are the drum. So they are the departments and regions. They're part of the additional 5 that make up the 27 total regions of France. So Guadeloupe is one. Martinique is another. They're both located in the Caribbean. La Guyane Française, French Guiana, located in northern South America. Mayotte, Réunion, these are both located off the coast of Africa. So those 5 they're considered regions. So part of those 27 regions in France, except for these ones, are overseas. Still part of France, though. The rest are all the collectivities, les com, les tom, as they were once referred to. So those are Saint-Martin, Saint-Barthélemy, okay, Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon, which is off the coast of Canada, la Polynésie française, and la Nouvelle-Calédonie. And la Nouvelle-Calédonie is actually on its way to becoming independent from France, but it's still several years away. Also located here in the South Pacific are two islands that are also part of the collectivities, what used to be called territories. For some reason, they're not included on this map, but they are Wallis et Futuna. So part of the Com, or what were the Tom. All right, after this discussion, after this video, I'm going to have you take things one step further. This shouldn't take you very long at all. I'm going to have you choose a region of France. However, you may not choose Île-de-France, just because that's where Paris is, and there's a lot happening in there. Pick a region other than Île-de-France. Then, do a quick Google search and find one thing that is special about that region. It could be a particular food item, agriculture, it could be a monument, something, a historical fact, it could be a wide range of things. But just pick one of these regions and have something ready to share that's interesting about it. So record what you find in your notes. If it pertains to a specific department within the region, be sure to write down which one. So if something happened, for example, where I lived, Poitou-Charentes, and it happened specifically in La Vienne, or there is a specific monument in La Vienne, I would write that down. Okay? You're welcome to pick from les DROM, so the departments, or regions Outre-mer, département ou région Outre-mer. So there's 5. So they're French Guiana, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Mayotte, or Réunion. You're welcome to pick from those. You might find something easier within mainland France, though. That's up to you. So I'm going to wish you bonne chance. Do your quick Google search after you've chosen your region of France. Et je vais vous voir demain. I'll see you tomorrow.